Welcome to our explainer on the Companies Amendment Bill 2020, brought to you by VMK Professionals. Today, we'll break down the significant changes this bill introduces to the Companies Act 2013, making it easier for you to navigate its complexities. The Companies Amendment Bill 2020 was introduced in Lok Sabha by the Minister for Corporate Affairs, Ms. Nirmala Sitharaman, on March 17, 2020. The bill seeks to amend the Companies Act 2013. For further details, please visit official website of VMK Pros, website www.vmkpros.com. Producer companies. Under the 2013 Act, certain provisions from the Companies Act 1956 continue to apply to producer companies. These include provisions on their membership, conduct of meetings, and maintenance of accounts. Producer companies include companies which are engaged in the production, marketing, and sale of agricultural produce and sale of produce from cottage industries. The bill removes these provisions and adds a new chapter in the Act with similar provisions on producer companies. Changes to offenses. The bill makes 3 changes. First, it removes the penalty for certain offenses. For example, it removes the penalties which apply for any change in the rights of a class of shareholders made in violation of the Act. Note that where a specific penalty is not mentioned, the Act prescribes a penalty of up to Rs. 10,000, which may extend to 1,000 per day for a continuing default. Second, it removes imprisonment in certain offenses. For example, it removes the imprisonment of 3 years applicable to a company for buying back its shares without complying with the Act. Third, it reduces the amount of fine payable in certain offenses. For example, it reduces the maximum fine for failure to file annual return with the Registrar of Companies from 5 lakh rupees to 2 lakh rupees. Under the Act, one-person companies or small companies are only liable to pay up to 50% of the penalty for certain offenses. The bill extends this provision to all producer companies and startup companies. It extends this provision to apply to violation of any provision of the Act. It limits the maximum penalty to 2 lakh rupees for the company and 1 lakh rupees for a defaulting officer. Direct listing in foreign jurisdictions. The bill empowers the central government to allow certain classes of public companies to list classes of securities as may be prescribed in foreign jurisdictions. For further details, please visit official website of VMK Pros, website wmp.com. Exclusion from listed companies. Like the bill empowers the central government, in consultation with the Securities and Exchange Board of India, to exclude companies issuing specified classes of securities from the definition of a listed company. Remuneration to non-executive directors. The Act makes special provisions for payment of remuneration to executive directors of a company, including managing director and other whole-time directors, if the company has inadequate or no profits in a year. For example, if a company has an effective capital of up to 5 crore rupees, the annual remuneration to its executive directors cannot exceed 60 lakh rupees. The bill extends this provision to non-executive directors, including independent directors. Beneficial shareholding. Under the Act, if a person holds beneficial interest of at least 10% shares in a company or exercises significant influence or control over the company, he is required to make a declaration of his interest to the company. The company is required to note the declaration in a separate register. The bill empowers the central government to exempt any class of persons from complying with these requirements if considered necessary in public interest. For further details, please visit official website of VMK Pros, website www.vmkpros.com. Exemptions from filing resolutions. The Act requires companies to file certain resolutions with the Registrar of Companies. These include resolutions of the Board of Directors of the company to borrow money or grant loans. However, banking companies are exempt from filing resolutions passed to grant loans or to provide guarantees or security for a loan. This exemption has been extended to registered non-banking financial companies and housing finance companies. Corporate social responsibility. Under the Act, companies with net worth, turnover, or profits above a specified amount are required to constitute CSR committees and spend 2% of their average net profits in the last 3 financial years towards its CSR policy. The bill exempts companies with a CSR liability of up to Rs. 50 lakh a year from setting up CSR committees. Further, companies which spend any amount in excess of their CSR obligation in a financial year can set off the excess amount towards their CSR obligations in subsequent financial years. Periodic financial results for unlisted companies. The bill empowers the central government to review classes of unlisted companies as may be prescribed to prepare and file periodical financial results and to complete the audit or review of such results. Benches of NCLAT. The bill seeks to establish benches of the National Company Law Appellate Tribunal. These shall ordinarily sit in New Delhi or such other place as may be notified. Disclaimer: this document is being furnished to you for your information. You may choose to reproduce or redistribute this report for non-commercial purposes in part or in full to any other person with due acknowledgement of PRS Legislative Research, PRS. The opinions expressed herein are entirely those of the author. PRS makes every effort to use reliable and comprehensive information, but PRS does not represent that the contents of the report are accurate or complete. PRS is an independent, not-for-profit group. This document has been prepared without regard to the objectives or opinions of those who may receive it. For further details, please visit official website of VMK Pros, website.vmkpros.com. We hope this explainer has provided clarity on the Companies Amendment Bill 2020. Share your thoughts on these changes in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more insightful content.